Okay, today we're going to be showing you how we cook our shuck beans, or leather britches as some people call them. And if you don't know what that is, all that is dehydrated green beans. And see, they're crumbly dry. And these are Roger Newsom fall beans that I grew and dehydrated. And if you don't have a dehydrator, that's the fastest way. You can, the way they used to, they would take a needle and thread, string up the beans, hang them up somewhere good and dry, like in an attic, or I've seen them in behind stoves or on porches, and they let them dry. And then whenever you want to mess, well, you just go get you a couple handfuls and you can prepare them. But before you cook them as dry as they are, you want to let these soak overnight, just like you would like a pinto bean. And where these are going to be for Christmas dinner, we're going to put the whole quart bag. And that is a big mess of shuck beans. If you've ever cooked them, you know that that's a lot of beans. It don't look like a lot, but now these will swell up, and that will be a lot of beans tomorrow. So we're going to put them in this bowl, give them plenty of room, and I'm going to put warm water on them. And I'll rinse them off once, and make sure there ain't no dirt or nothing comes off of them. And then we'll fill this bowl up with water and let these babies soak tonight. I'm going to rinse them up once. They already smell good. If you've never tried these, you are really missing out on something good, because they are delicious. All right, I'm going to rinse these, swish them around a little bit, drain them off, and then I'll fill this up and leave them all night. And then tomorrow, I'll show you how we prepare these. Okay, we've got them here in our bowl now. I've washed them, and I've got them soaking. And also, I was going to mention, and I forgot, what we're going to be seasoning these with is a nice ham bone. This was from a ham we cooked on, let's see, December the 4th. And it's the bone, and it has some, meat and fat on it. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. I've had it froze. I'm going to let it thaw, and then that's what we're going to put in for our flavoring. Just like you would like a pinto bean, but we're going to be using our shuck beans. And what makes these such a good bean, any kind of bean you can do this with, but where they're dehydrated, they don't have to be froze. We keep them in the freezer, but you can keep them anywhere. Put them in a brown paper bag, put them in a jar, a crock or something, just stick them away. Forget about them. When you want them, you got them. You don't have to worry about canning them or nothing like that, and they will last for ages. So they're really good to have around if you want shelf-stable green beans that you don't have to can. And you'll like the taste of these. Everybody I've ever known that eat these like them better than just a canned green bean. So we're going to forget about them for the night, and we'll see you in the morning. Okay, our shuck beans have all swelled up. And you can see they're much bigger today. And what we're going to do now is I've got our beans are ready. And I've got our ham bone de-thawed, and you see there's some nice big hunks of ham on here and fat. And if you don't have something with much fat, you can use lard in this, and that's what we use a lot. And you can use bacon, ham hocks, fatback, just about any kind of pork that you want. And I'm going to use this old Griswold Dutch oven. This was my great-grandma's. You can use any pot. You can use a crock pot, slow cooker, any kind of pot you want to. So we're going to just put let me move my pot over here. We're going to put our shuck beans in our pot. They smell really good already. They're a lot different taste than just a regular fresh green bean. I'll make sure I get all these little beans out here. Them little loose beans is really good. And I'll get the rest of them out in a second. Let me put my ham bone in. Kind of get it on the bottom, I guess, where it's kind of big. Alright, we're going to put some water on these. We're going to put these on the stove. Okay, that's enough. You don't have to go crazy with the water. Alright, now we're going to bring these right over here. And let me see, we're going to turn them on about a medium heat for now and check them. And we're going to cook these. I'm going to cook them for probably at least 2.5 hours or more. You got to cook them till they get tender. Once they get tender, well, they're ready to eat. And we're going to have to salt these. And you can add as much salt as you want to. A lot of people, you know, have to eat low salt. So we're going to go ahead and salt them some. And then you can taste them and pretty well tell. Salt them to your liking. And if it depends what kind of meat you use, you know, some of it will already be kind of salty. Like if you're using bacon or cured or smoked fat back or something like that, you just have to go by your own liking. So we're going to let these start cooking, and we're going to cook them for several hours until they're good and tender. And I will update you as we go along. Okay, here's the final product. We cooked these shuck beans about 4 hours. I put them on about 8:30 in the morning, and by after lunchtime they was pretty tender, so we just turned them down on low and let them sit there and simmer until we was ready to eat. So just cook them until they're good and tender. It may take you, it just depends what kind of bean they are, how long it takes them, but you can see these are nice and soft and tender and really good. And just go with your own taste on your seasoning and your salt. And we're going to enjoy these now for our Christmas dinner. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hope y'all have a very blessed day.